Hey there, my name is Jen and I've been receiving help and support from Divian in the last couple of months in terms of marketing my business. And I've got some notes here and I just want to share with you a little bit about what has happened in my business since I have been getting some advice from him. So, where was my business before I started to work with Divian? I was just selling programs. I didn't really have a structure in what I was doing. I was making enough money because I was also working with another company online as well. So I was making enough money for basic things, and really I thought things were going well. But over the summer period, I hit a lull. My marketplace audience went quiet, and I panicked because I didn't have any consistent income. My income was month to month. And if you're currently working that way, you know how that works when suddenly it goes very quiet. So that was my experience over the summer period in July, and I knew something needed to change. So in walks Divian, or I welcomed Divian in, should I say. And we had a chat and we had a call, and he advised me on my next step. And that was to open up a long-term program for a certain amount of people, so that I could long-term coach people for their benefit. And as a result, I would have a consistent income coming in for those 6 months. So it was amazing because within 3 weeks, I sold all of the places, which was 15 places in that program. And can you imagine how I felt when I sat down and realised that I now had consistent income for the next 6 months? Consistent. That was a game changer for me, let me tell you. What's happened since then is that we've had further conversations. He's advised me around how I could expand that group. He's given me lots of other marketing advice. And I've now decided, because a lot of my time got freed up, because I was no longer like a headless chicken, like constantly marketing new programs all the time. Now I was like, Divian, I've got all of this time now that I want to do something with. So I got a lot of time freedom, which is really important to me. The income is important, but time freedom is really important to me as well. And so is doing something that I find fulfilling. And I've just got off a call with this group of women and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So now I have ideas. We've spoken about next steps in terms of creating a second group. Divian's helped me see how I can market to people, who to go and speak to about this program as well. He's helped me see what my next step is in terms of creating this second program. I'm starting to fill that program now. When that program fills, that's obviously going to double my income, which is going to probably 2 times or 3 times what my income was. I'd say 2 times it, so double it of what my income was 3 months ago. But it isn't just about the income size, it's the consistency. Because it's okay to go and make a certain amount of money 1 month, but what you're going to do the next month. And that's how I used to work. And I just find so much freedom and peace of mind now. Honestly, peace of mind that comes from knowing that I consistently know what my income looks like for the next 6 months. Also off the back of that, some people chose to have one-to-one coaching, and because now I wasn't that headless chicken that I used to be, using lots of my time creating new products and things to sell and marketing, now I actually had the time and the emotional space to offer my time to people on a one-to-one basis, and I'm absolutely loving doing that. So those are my next steps. We spoke about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. Now I know he's helping me have a plan in my business. So he's helping me with the marketing, how to create the program, but he's also shown me what the next steps are in that marketing plan as well. And I never used to have a plan. I used to just wing it. Winging it worked for a while, let me tell you. It did get me so far. It's not that it didn't work at all, but it took me to a dead end, as I just spoke about in July, and something needed to change. And I needed to know how to grow the business, not just like keep it sort of floating well. I want to grow it and expand it. So if you're thinking, is Divian the guy that can help me? My advice is go and speak to him. I know him personally, so I happen to know his values, his morals, his heart, but I also know that this guy knows a lot of stuff. And after our first conversation call, the ideas that he came up with for marketing and how I could put this program together, and then the result that I got, I knew that I needed to go back and speak to him again. So if you're thinking, is it worth investing my money with him? My advice is, how's it going to work for you if you try and do it yourself? Because I know from experience that doesn't work. He has a lot of experience. Go and pay him. Go and let him help you, because the return on investment and the return on like the happiness you're going to get back as well is going to be a lot more. If it's anything like my experience, it could be a lot more than what you actually end up paying him as well. So I wish you well if you choose to go and work with Divian. I highly recommend him, and I will see you soon. Bye.